whenever you're looking at a move that a golfer is doing at impact, in this
Hmm.
case, again, the famous early extension, stalling, whatever, right? The reason I said it's not a problem is because you have to understand what does early extension do to the golf swing. And when I say to the golf swing, I don't mean the obvious of like the pelvis kicks forward and all that. I
Hmm.
mean, how is it moving the hands and the club? So how does it affect the hands and club? That's how you have to look at this, okay?
Okay.
So if I'm going to stand here and I'm going to come out of my posture and I'm going to early extend, right? As you see him doing,
Hmm.
where are my hands going? In front of me or behind me?
Behind you.
Right. Where is the club going? In front of me or behind me?
Behind you.
Correct. So early extension, the simplest way to think about it is it shallows the arms and the club out. It gets them deeper and more behind me.
Okay.
Meaning, if early extension didn't exist, would the hands and club go further behind me? No, because the early extension is what's causing them to go
Pausing
there.
that. Hmm.
Exactly. So if I were to get rid of the early extension in this scenario and I kept everything else the same, where would the hands and club go? More behind him or more in front of him?
More in front of him.
Exactly. But he's already coming down pretty fucking steep into this golf ball. So guess what's going to
Yeah.
happen when you try to get rid of the early extension? It's going to get even further in
Even
front of him.
farther.
Exactly. So this is a scenario where you have a problem in your mind of what a golfer is doing, and you
Mm,
want really hard to get rid of it, but his body is going to fight his brain because he's trying not to cut across the golf ball even more than he likely already is doing at the moment.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Hmm.
So early extension is what we call a shallowing component to the golf swing. It takes the hands and club and it drops them more behind the body. If I get rid of early extension, I am going to bring the variables steeper and more in front of the body.
Right.
That's the simplest way to look at it.